Hi, good evening, everyone. So today's session is on subfile part 2. So this is the second session on the subfile, and we have also shared you the case study. So you need to submit the case study by 15th of March, on or before 15th of March. So that's the first step of your hiring process. Do refer on the Skype group. We are sharing all the updates there. We have shared the case study there. So please do join that group, and uh, we want you all to be active on that group so that you can see all notifications. So, and in case you have any queries regarding the case study, any queries you can ask in the clinical session at 6:30. Please do attend daily sessions at 6:30, the clinical sessions. Those are very much important because you will learn a lot there. Even you don't have any queries, then also please attend. You can learn from others' queries. Okay, those there are a lot of people who are asking questions which we normally ask in interview. So those tips will help you to crack the interview. Okay, so please attend clinical sessions at 6:30. So we are starting in 1 minute. So please be online, and we're just waiting for others to join.
Let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. In the last session, like we wrote a simple program how to display a recordings of file and how we can handle the session device error. Okay. This was the last program. Okay. So here just we are displaying the record only. Okay. We are not doing any validation and we are not reading a file. Okay. This pro this program. Okay. You can see we have a lot of option here: 2 for edit, 4 for delete, 3 sorry 5 for display, and access equal to add a new record. Okay, so this like simple. Here also we have one more field as an option. Okay, so this is the sub file and we are displaying a record in grid form. If we want to edit some records, okay, we want to edit something, then we can use the option 2. Okay, so now we can edit this record. Okay, here you can see we cannot edit a employee ID because employee ID is a unique ID. So once we generate a employee ID, then we cannot change the employee ID. Just we can change the like some, maybe we have employee name spelling mistake or department or company state or employee joining dates. So these fields are only we can edit. This field you can see this is not editable. Okay, so and so to like we will cover how to read a subfile, because here if you are checking the, so we are displaying a record that already in the subfile. So subfile also like we can read the subfile as we can read the database file. Okay, just we need to use the different opcode. Okay, so how to read a subfile, then how to take the action. Okay. And for the design the subfile, and here you can see like this is the header, this is the subfile, and this for edit, sorry add, this for edit, and this for the delete, and this for the display. We have record format. This for the add, and this for the edit. Here you can see we have the employee ID into the output mode only, but rest of them we have into the both mode, so we can edit. Into the delete, we have all fields are in output mode because we no need to added the records because we are going to delete. Also, we have some warning message. Press enter to confirm your choice for delete. Okay, whenever like we will delete the record, then we will display some warning message. So if someone press the 4 by mistakenly, then he can go back then. Okay, and this is for the display. It is the same in the display mode, just for the view. So we cannot edit any record. So we have all fields in a output modes. We can create one record format for the display and the delete because we have all the in output mode, or this message we can handle by using indicator. But for initially, I have taken the different separate record formats. Okay. This for the footer, just I have one field. Okay. Based on my requirement, we will move the value F3, F4 as a constant. Okay. In the sub file, this is the instruction message. Okay, this is the main subfile buffer. Okay, here we have extra field as an option because we need to take an option in front of the records. Okay. Into the programs, it is simple. Like here you can see I have declare file in update mode and also have used A for the file addition because in this mode I can update the record and I can write a new record as well. Okay, earlier we declare file into the input mode because we are only reading the file. Okay, here we declare the sub file and we associate with the INDDS. Okay, and this is the data structure format, and this is our PSDS for program name. Okay, and this is some indicators and constant value. This is the constant value for the footer. Okay, here a simple clear load display in the SFL. If you see the clear, okay, it's a simple and load as well. We are loading the file from the starting to end, and we are checking if file having record more than tetra 9, then we will come out to the loop. Here in the display, initially we set on the indicator SFL DSP and DSP control. If we have RN equal to 0, then we will off the SFL DSP. Then we will move the footer key, whatever we want to move, then write header footer and execute the control format. In here, you will see the screen. After that, you can choose the option F6 for the new record format, or you can take the option 2 and 4 and 5. Okay, and here we are checking if you have pressed the cancel function key, then we will come out to this loop, leave SR here. If you are not use the cancel, then we'll go to the other means we will check which function key or which option you have taken. Press any key. In here we will check if you use the F5, then we will, this is the on, then we will check, we will clear the all option and all message, and we will clear the subfile and load the subfile again. And here you can see if add means we have associate a function key CF06. If we press F6 function key, in that case we will go inside the this record SR add records. Okay, the subroutines it used to display the execute the screen where we can add the records and we can do the validation as well. If we press the F3, then we'll come out to the programs. Okay, others. Okay, here you can see if we are not using any function key, F5 F6 and F3. That means now we check the option if we have taken any option. Here we are checking first if my sub file have any record or not. Rn greater than 0, that's indicate our sub files have a record. If this is a greater than 0, in that case only we will go to the read the sub file. For reading a record from the sub file buffer, we need to use the opcode that called the read C. For reading a file, just we use the read, but for reading a sub file, you have it to the read C. Read that called the read change. In here, just we are reading the all record, okay, till end of file. So here, if you will take any option, then it will read. If you will take, if we are not taking any option, then it will not read. It will reach on the end of the file. Okay, then it will not go to the end do while loop. It come out to the directly here, and we will come out to the loops, and we will set the indicators, and we will clear and load. Okay, if we have select any records, if we taken any option 2, 4 and 5, then come into the loop, and here we set on the variable as SFL next change. That means it will indicate we have selected any at least one record. In here we have three options 2, 4, 5. If you want to check multiple conditions, okay, so don't use the like if else, okay, try to use the select group. Okay, select and select when. In that case, like if you have a when 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, in the all of the condition only one condition will be executed. If your this condition will be executed, then directly you will reach on the and select. It will not check this condition and this condition. Okay, in case of if program will check every if. Okay. So here if you are taking option 2, so we know in the option 2 what we need to do. So we need to edit the record. Then we okay. So in here you can we have employee ID because we have read the sub file. So we have the S1 employee ID. That means this is the field of the sub file. So we have employee ID and employee name. By using this, we are using a chain on that file. Okay. If found, okay, that will be found the record. Okay. If found, then we are doing the moving the value employee ID, employee name, department, city, state, date of joining into the skin fields. D3 is the skin field of the edit record formats. Okay. And here we will move some different function key and we change the screen message and we will execute the screen. Here you will see the screen where you have already populated the fields and data. Okay. Here we can edit and here also we can check the record function key. If F3 or F12 or F5 press, then we will do the again refresh, then record. Okay, then we will do the again chain and found, then other means we press the enter. Here just we will move the skin field into the database file fields and we will update the records. Okay, if you will use the chain with n here, chain with no lock. Okay, in that case you will get the error while updating the record. In here we will get the error. Okay, because we are trying to update the file but we didn't lock the record, so we cannot use the chain with n. Okay, when we want to update the record, then use the chain simply. If you want to just know the record is exist or not, or you want to just read the record, then you can use chain with n. Okay, here we have indicated that indicator and we update the message record updated successfully and leave SR. Okay, this is for the option 2 SR edit records. This is for the option 4. In here option 4, just we are doing the same. We are doing the chain. Okay. Then we are checking record found. We move the value, and you will come here. You will see the screen, and again it will ask if you will press F3, then it will come out the program. F12 come out the program. If you hit the enter, go to the other, again do the chain on the selected record, then we'll check found, then we'll delete the record and set the message as deleted. Same before the display, because here we are not doing any deletion, any update, just chain. If found, then move the value and just simply display. If set the F3 and check the F3 and F12, if press, then come out the loop. Okay. If not F3 and F12, if press the enter, then also come out to the loop. Okay. So this is the like program logic and flow. Compile this program. This is a basic load. Now if I want to update any record here, let's suppose option 2, we can update. Okay. If you will select F12, then you will come out. Okay, you can see here record is not updated because I select the option function key F12. If I will press, if I hit the enter, it will save the record and will display the message record updated successfully. You can see the updated record here. Okay. This record, let's suppose you have written something or you have. Okay. Now we want to the previous record, just press the F5. So you can see the previous record. Okay. And if we hit the enter, it will save the record. This record is updated. For delete the record, we can take option 4. Here it will ask, we can set like this one, or later on we can set the window screen and pop up. Okay. So if we select the option 4 by mistake, or we want to check, or we want to come out this screen, use the F12, it will not delete it. You can see here Neeraj. If I will 4, then if I will hit the enter again, in that case only it will be deleted. Now record is deleted. Okay. For displaying a record, just take option 5, it will display. We select 2 times of the 5, it will display first Shivam, first record, then press enter, it will display the second record of this and come out. For adding new record, we can use the option F6. We can give the employee ID, let's 109. Okay. Or we can set the employee ID as an auto increment. We need to add the logic for that. Just we need to fetch the last highest value of the file, then incremented by 1 and display here. we can add the record. Here we can see new record. Okay, here we are checking only one condition. Okay, employee ID cannot be blank, record cannot be blank. Or we can check employee name here, like it will take the blank name. If we want to check this name as well, let's come out program. Here we are adding the record and we are checking D2 employee ID is equal to 0, add employee ID on. This is the indicator and this on record cannot be blank. If we want to check for the employee name also, we can like copy in a group and paste. This will be blank. But here we are using a add employee ID indicator, so it will. This is the indicator 36. Okay, so what will happen here? It will compile this one.
Employee name equal to blank.
Yeah. Okay. We call this one. Let's I have deleted this one. Now add another. Yes, record cannot be blank. Let's suppose here we hit the enter. But if I will hit the enter, so you can see the message, but my cursor will be here because we are not using any indicator for second field. Employee name cannot be blanks, but my cursor is employee ID and reverse image also on the employee ID because we are turning on the indicator of the employee ID. So we need to use another indicator on the employee name. Okay, then we will on the indicator. Here you can see this is the add record. Okay, here you can see 36 on the employee ID, RI and PC, reverse image and position cursor. And here we need to use the another indicator as a 37 or 38 something with RI and PC. So like how we can use, we can 17 and this one 12. And here we can use 37. Now you can see the reverse image. Okay. Here we have to rename this one 36 to 37 employee name. On is the indicator flag. So of this one. Compile the program, call. If we hit the enter, you will get the error here. Now we get the position and reverse image on this record. Okay. Like in same manners, we can do the validation for all. Yeah, if department is mandatory, we can use 38. If this is a mandatory, we can do 39, 40, anything, and state as well, and date as well. For we can use the date validation. Okay, test DE or percentage date. Okay, we can come out to this one.
This is all about today's session, subfile part 2. If anyone have any query or doubts, so they can join our clinical session at 6:30 p.m. daily. So thank you everyone. We will meet in the clinical session.